Hey, what's up, everyone? So, I'm I made a mistake. You know what that mistake was? Looking online, looking to see what's going on. What's happening in the world around us. I plan on making a few videos on the various events happening in the world around us. I've already made a few, but have mercy. I mean, Lord, please have mercy. I'm telling you. So, yeah, like I said, I made a mistake on seeing what's going on in the world around us. Like, right now we act like the most important thing we have to focus on is what someone identifies as, or what someone feels they are. Now, first of all, that's borderline on child abuse, if you ask me, when you tell a child who still believes in imaginary friends, and you think that they actually have the cognitive thinking ability to know what they are. I mean, used to they had little things like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Heck, I still don't even know what I mean. I'm supposed to be grown. I'm like a man child. I mean, most of us never grow up fully. Most of us can't even make a decision when we're grown, let alone as a child. Now they're telling children, you are what you think you are. If you want to be a man, you can cut yourself, change yourself. If you want to be a female, just cut yourself and change yourself, have yourself surgically changed. Dude, 5-6-year-old children. Children are, well, some of them are annoying as frick, but children are a beautiful, they're special. Children are, we're taught we're supposed to be as children in the earth. We're supposed to be, and many of us aren't. Yeah, we sin. I sin. We fall short. We sin. We lust. We all fall short of the glory of God. Who doesn't? But the one thing we're supposed to know is to treat others equally. But it's gone beyond that. When all they can focus on is someone's genitals or their orientation or what do they identify as, we have a problem when that's all we can focus on. I'm a straight white male. You'd think that the straight white male was the enemy of the existence of humanity. You'd think that they were the enemy of everything. Look, children should not be targeted. You've got crap going on in California, for example, like men dressing up in these dresses and having children waller all over them, like, what the frick? I mean, and they use that as an excuse as equality. That's not equality. That is not in any way, shape, or form anything to do with equality. And then they have people dressing up as monsters and having reading time to children. I don't, and thankfully there are some law individuals looking into that right now over there. But if that's the most important thing we have to focus on is someone's sexuality or what the frick someone identifies as, and got bigger freaking problems going on. We have a lot more freaking problems going on than just someone's what they identify as. I mean, come on, people, please. Really. It's ridiculous, folks. So, I identify as a billionaire. So, if I think about it really hard, and I think I'm a billionaire, I'll check my bank account tomorrow and the money will be there? Woohoo! That's the kind of logic you're thinking, you know? So, let me identify as a billionaire. And I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and look on my device and, whoa, my PayPal account has $1 billion in it, right? No, that's not the way it works. Children have imaginary friends, and you expect them to know what they're going to identify as? Children play dress up, but some women and girls are a tomboy, but that doesn't mean that they are that doesn't mean that they identify differently. You're putting thoughts and preconceived thoughts into children's heads. And the direction, oh my word, the direction I'm seeing things go in this world, we knew it would happen. Yeah, we knew the times in which we're in. Our only hope that we have is the Lord. And I'm not afraid what anyone thinks about that. I even pretended on my channel for a little while to see what would happen if I decided to pretend like I was going the other direction with things on my channel, toward the left side instead of the right more. Didn't go anywhere. They just had me targeted and pegged because of who I voted for, how I voted, and I'm a straight white male. But I had a day where, this really kind person, and I don't know if they were a girl or a boy, I don't know. I don't know. They were, I'd say, probably 13 years old or 14, and they were really kind. My side was hurting. They decided to really help me out. They lived with their grandma, and they were really kind to me. They had a nice aura, kind energy. That's what matters to me in a person, is their personality. What's in their heart. It's like Betty White said, I couldn't care less what you do. I could give a rip. I could give a rip what you do with your own personal life. That's between you and the Lord. That's that. It's your life. Live it, whatever, as long as it doesn't affect me or infringe upon me or my rights. But at this point, it's getting to where they say now 15% of people in the United States suddenly identify as in that community. And first of all, they didn't survey me, just like the whole voting surveys. They didn't survey me. Not until after it was all over. I'm a straight white male. Check mark. Straight Caucasian male. Now they're trying to bring down Mr. Potato Head. It's just Potato Head, and they want to have two of the same gender. And children need a mother. I don't care what you say. Children need a mother and a father. And I know many children are grown up in a broken home now. That's true, and that's not your fault. That's not their fault. But something is in the genetics causing these things to happen. There was a lion that was born, a female lion, and she suddenly grew a mane, and they were like, well, that's not right. And because of that problem, they said it was an issue, and they injected them and changed them because they didn't want the lion community there of that rare species to dwindle away. They didn't want the population to dwindle away, so they gave them that shot, and they wound up, changing her back to more of a female. Wasn't that inhumane, or wasn't that considered wrong? She didn't make that choice, right? I mean, what the heck is going on? We're told the times in which we lived it would be like this, but the way I am, I treat everyone equally, but I don't make a big deal out of something. Like, I treat everyone equally, and I'll hold the door open for people because that's what we do. That's what we do here. That's what we've always been taught. In the South, you hold the door open for someone. Actually, any person should be that way. You treat someone with kindness, love, and the golden rule. The golden rule. You do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Treat others with... The cat scared the crap out of me. Anyway, she startled me. But you treat someone with kindness and respect. And that's what you do. No matter what background you are, no matter where you're from, who you are, who you're speaking with, you treat them with respect and dignity. And you expect them to do that vice versa, do that in return. But where's this world gotten to where they act like you're privileged? Now, everyone has treated me kindly, mostly. They see something in me and they that I'm kind, but it's just the overall general media vibe and the internet, the vibe that they're putting off now. It's like, what the crap? There's this person, you need to step around this person. They want to be treated equally, but they want to be ostracized and separated and put on a pedestal. You need to walk around this person, like Ryan Upchurch said in one of his recent videos. Step around this person here because they want to be separated. No, they don't. I mean, they're like, what the crap? Unless they want to be put on a pedestal and treated like some kind of a king. But if you want to be treated equally, act equally. Don't expect different treatment. Don't expect different treatment like you're expected to be treated like some kind of a god or something, like you're an untouchable. Don't do that. Walk up to someone, hold the door open for them, do something nice for them, maybe help pay for someone's if you have the availability to help pay for someone's food, help pay for them. We've helped other people out, and other people have surprised us and helped us out. And you pay it forward. You help others. And this, just treating each other equally and treating each other with kindness. I don't see how that's difficult. But the way this world has gotten into, they want to indoctrinate the children. And the children, you get to the children, and then you can control the future. And it's just so sad. It really is so sad. Let's take out the Bible. Let's take out God. Let's take out Jesus Christ. If you're a Christ believer, then you're just scum. But he said you'll be hated for my name's sake. He did say that. He said that all the world will hate you for that reason. The evil... the evil is around. The evil is real. They indoctrinate everything. Everything in the media has to be even on Netflix. And I watch online media, but it's indoctrination. They put all these things in there. They put black magic in there. They put things about the past. There was these white men and white people, and it's if you're a white male, you must automatically be white supremacist. And that's what this other show that they put on the top number 1 on Netflix was about. Or at least that's the part that they show. And they start indoctrinating these things and forcing these things into people's heads. Listen. When are people going to wake up and think for themselves? Think for yourself. Be yourself. But don't do something because others are saying that's the way to be. Don't do something because others say that this is the way you have to be or the way you need to think. Because they're just falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. Do this, take this, feel this way, do that, do this and do that, do the other. Don't do what Dick, Tom, and Harry, whatever, tells you to do. Don't do what this person to that person says is right or wrong. Do what you know in your heart is right or wrong. I'm pretty sure... Oh, boy. And this current group of individuals we have running, supposedly think they run this show right now, they're making things and digging the hole deeper. But let me tell you. Those that claim to be about love are doing the division. Or doing the hate. Those that claim to be about love and unity are doing the division and the separation, the hate. Those people are doing that. Everyone. The media is pushing it. Tom MacDonald said it himself. Upchurch has said it. If you look at some of the country rappers out there, they're saying it. If you look at some of the top, they're on the Billboard charts now, like Tom MacDonald. He put out a good message about things, about being a straight white male is like a crime. And let's see, people so stupid, people so dumb, people so boo-hoo, wah, wah, wah. That one. There was another one of his, I hate hip-hop, that was a good one. Tom MacDonald is awesome, man. You should check out Tom MacDonald. And there's so many good country rappers out there right now that have a good message, nice flows. Some of them, many of them actually swear more than I would in the videos and songs, but that's their own artistic expression. That's their choice. But there's so much truth in their music that you can't deny it. But when did it become a crime to be yourself? Be yourself as long as it fits the narrative that the global narrative wants you to, that the world wants you to. Otherwise, you're cast aside like last week's rotten meat. And this whole thing about when you look, they said, don't use beef or don't use meat, don't use dairy products because it reduces the carbon footprint. Cows have been here forever. We didn't invent cows in the past 100 or 200 years. Yes, we're using more of them and having to because we're having to feed the masses, chicken, poultry and dairy and meat products, things like that, beef, but we use a lot more now than we did in the past. But this whole cow farts thing, flatulence, and then don't get me started about that snow system that we just had. Well, something's up with that. But yeah, I still have the Christmas tree up, by the way. We still have the Christmas tree up. Couldn't run it much lately because of the electricity. One little thing would cause it to go out, just like it did during the previous administration. Mr. T was in office during that entire time. There was no electricity issues going on for us. None. No wild weather phenomenon that much. The moment this other administration took office, wild weather phenomenon started back, crazy things worldwide, and our electricity had issues. We started having blackouts and brownouts. I had to go down and mess with the fuse box, and switch the circuit breaker back and forth and get our electricity going again. Couldn't run certain heaters and things, and that hasn't happened since the ones running the show from 2009 to 2015. Or 16, I should say, until November. Well, actually, till January of 2017 is really when it took place, when that ended. But they've got their power back, and they just love it. I've got a rap song I want to share that I did. Well, it was 50 seconds that I did I want to share on here. But your opinion should not be silenced if it doesn't fit the global narrative. I mean, like Tom MacDonald said, our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and all go against it, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. What a vicious cycle we got to break away from. They control the thoughts and they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation until the patriots start to hate the nation. Definitely check out Tom MacDonald. But come together. Get along, be kind. And yes, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, the Holy Trinity. I call myself spiritual and a believer in Christ. That's the way I identify as myself. There's a lot of divide in religion, but if that's your route that you prefer to go is toward that definition, then that's fine. But we all need the redemption and forgiveness, trust me. But I feel like I'm supposed to be. I feel like I was put here to put out a message, and I feel like I was put here for unity. I feel better today than I have felt. I go through a lot of struggles that I don't even share on here. I go through a lot of struggles. My parents do. My mama does. Somehow or other, we have to scrape up money to pay for, Yeah, there's part of that privilege, right? I'm a Caucasian, white male, but there's that privilege. Somehow or other, we got to make ends meet and still pay the bills. And next month's electric bill is probably going to be $300, and we got to somehow scrape up to pay taxes and property taxes, the bills. You got to pay for the water bill, the electric bill, and can't afford to get things fixed. Got to somehow pay for my father's medicine, $500 for a month's supply, about $580 for all of his sugar medicine and diabetes, A1C, and all of that stuff. And then my mama, she can't afford to get medical help. She's in excruciating pain with side pains and sciatic nerve pains, and she goes through kidney problems, bladder problems. Her bladder's dropped, and she can't afford to go to the hospital or doctor to have anything done or seen about. And she's afraid to go because, the medical bills just rack up. Go to the doctor's office once, and it's hundreds of dollars, and you got nothing done. My father had an exam done on him one time. My daddy had an exam done, and and that was back when this whole pandemic started. Event 201. That's when this started. And they said, if it weren't for the insurance, you'd have been charged about $16,400 some odd dollars for some examinations in the hospital. It's insane. It's insane. So yeah, we're really privileged. We have to pay, and we have to pay that nearly $600 every month for his medicine, and pay for my medicine that I need, and my medical issues that I go through. And I'd like to get a job someday and be able to do something, but right now I'm home with mama. My daddy drives the trucks, and we try to make ends meet. That's really white privileged, isn't it? Sad that they say that they call you privileged when they know nothing about you. No one said that about me. No one has said that about me, although some people have gone crazy and gone off before in the past, but no one has said that about myself at all necessarily yet. Everyone's treated me kindly, and I've treated them kindly so far. But you see these people out there, you'd think this whole world was in a crisis situation. You'd think we were in another civil war. I mean, we need to be kind. Be kind to other people. Be kind to each other. I probably went on way too long, but the indoctrination, the mind control, all of that mess, it's getting really, really old. It's been old. We kind of broke away from it for a while. And now it's been brought back. The only privileged people are the ones up there saying that we're the ones privileged, the elites. And they're too much scum to even be called elites. That's too good of a name for them. That's what we say. That's too good of a name for them. We're struggling, and then those people making millions and billions of dollars, and big pharma, big tech, politicians, all those individuals up there, they make all of that money. And they say they need to work on all of us. Really? And they say that we are privileged. Yeah. Yeah. Really privileged. Be kind to your fellow humans. Be kind to each other. Treat each other as you want to be treated. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Remember the Lord's golden rule. It doesn't even take a certain belief system really to even acknowledge that. And it doesn't even take a certain belief system even though I'm a believer in the Lord as my Savior and Redeemer, forgiver of sins, it doesn't take that belief to understand that. Be kind to other people. Treat each other equally. No matter who you are, what your background is, where you're from, treat each other equally. And every country, by the way, the leaders, work on your own country. Don't try to send other people everywhere else trying to get them out of your country so then you can just take care of your people. Take care of your country. Same for ours. Same for the United States. Take care of your place. Take care of your nation and its people. Anyway, I'll rant again, I'm sure, but definitely check out those artists I mentioned, and definitely just be kind to other people if you have the time. Just be kind. I've had some strange encounters in my life and things that lead me to know that I'm supposed to put a message out there. I'm supposed to be something that I'm supposed to. There's a purpose for me, and I'm supposed to bring unity, and I felt it since I was a child. If not here on YouTube, somewhere. And take the time to be kind to people. Love them. Because, I mean, it's like that one rapper said, music doesn't have a color. You know? It's for all. Artistic expression doesn't have a particular color, gender, genre, color, race, whatever. We're all in this crazy world and crazy journey together. You know, you'd think we could try to make it as good as possible while we're in this life. We're just trying to make ends meet, trying to get by, literally trying to live. And we're tired of the control, the hate, the bigotry, the greed, the separation that they cause. We just want to live our life peacefully and have the proper care, medical care, and benefits that we need. But all we have and all we'll ever have is God and the Lord. That's all we'll ever have. So, hopefully your relationship with Him is good. I have my lapses in faith. Without a doubt, I have my lapses in faith. Said things I shouldn't have. Gotten upset. Been emotional. My ups and downs. But in the end, that's all we have. Glad my mama's been here with me. My father, my daddy, I'm glad he's working for us. Even though we're still making ends meet as best we can. I hope my mama eventually gets to feeling better. No one knows what she goes through. I can't even begin to convey it, myself included at times, but her especially. She can barely walk across the floor. She can barely get up or barely move sometimes, but she's hanging in there. We are holding on as best we can, and we're going to try to keep on going through this journey, and I just needed to share. I know no one, I have 9 subscribers. I know one guy, the 615, shout out to him, Robert Moore. He's a cool guy, has great opinions, great views, and he seems like a great person. But yeah, I love you all. Peace. Just put out love and kindness. That's all.